All right. Are we streaming? Are we live? I You can't hear it, hopefully, because I don't want to get copyright striked, but now I got some music. Yeah, buddy. Um I also signed into my YouTube account in OBS, so well, I thought it would let me see chat, but I just seem to see like how many people are viewing it. Um, it's got to be a better way to see chat than like, oh, chat. There's a box right there. Beautiful. Or a window. Although it seems like OBS isn't actually showing the chat box. So that's a thing. Here we go. Oh, there. Yeah, there. Test. Beautiful. Okie dokie. And then let's go ahead and check my YouTube page. It is indeed streaming. So on part 2, I'll go ahead and paste the link to part 3, which we're now doing. There we go. I don't know that I want to like spam all the Discord's places every time I start and stop streaming, but so yeah, I took a nap. I went for a nice little walk outside, which didn't seem to do wonders for my whole nose and sickness situation. In fact, the headache has kind of gotten worse at this point. I did take one ibuprofen just before starting this, so I don't know if that's gonna really help out. Uh, but aside from that, that's where we OBS has a warning. I think it's probably just telling me, yeah, it's just telling me that my internet connection sucks. It's like, I know my internet sucks, man. Like, you don't have to tell me. Um, Anywho, let's switch to our thingy-bob. Let's see. So I did just I let my computer go to sleep during the interim. For those of you watching later who are not in the know, I am participating in LameJam 48. We have 2 days and 9 hours remaining to make a game with the theme tree. In just a moment. Well, more than just a moment, when his Unity ever launched quickly, right? But soon, ish, we'll have Unity launched. You'll notice now I have chat here. Hopefully that'll also like launch faster, or hopefully messages there will appear faster than the way I was doing it before. This is the game so far, exactly where we left off. We've got our mega tree. We got a UFO spawner, which I keep forgetting to change the timer outside of play mode. And we can shoot our pine trees at the bad guy aliens. And if I let one of them get close enough, they'll be able to start shooting me too. Well, that's interesting. It should already be firing. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Don't know why some of them are taking so long before fire. kind of looks like maybe I need to adjust the position of shot spawn on them because some of them appear to be spawning their projectiles like inside themselves. Yeah. Anywho, it's gonna be fun on the bun. Very small game. Hopefully good. Just something simple, low scope. Let me use my brain and put the chat down on the other monitor so I can always see it. And then if I minimize that, then it minimizes that. But if I go like this, then if I ever click on chat, it opens up all of OBS. Okay, well, you know, I'm learning things. So obviously we need to finish the UFO explosion effect. We need to make the UFOs capable of damaging the player. Maybe I should make it so that, like, not only are they able to shoot you, but if they get like too close, they'll really do damage or something, right? I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll see. And yeah, we just need overall more satisfying explosions. But you know, it's like it's getting there. Let's see. Let's see. So, check anything out. Is there anybody in here? There's nobody in here. That's all right. I'm guessing, you know, maybe some folks will get back in later. Maybe not. Whatever's clever. So, in terms of our explosions for UFOs, I was thinking one of two things. Basically, part of me was considering like setting up a actual like explosion volumetric simulation in Blender and then baking that out to a texture sheet and just running through that. But realistically, you know, it's like it's a cool technique. It can make some pretty cool stuff. I think it ultimately though gets really repetitive when you do it that way. So I think I'm just gonna do, you know, a little particle system for it, right? You know, I've never really used VFX Graph. It might be an interesting time to learn that. Or I can just stick with the normal Unity particles I'm comfortable with. I'll probably just do that. But let's switch over to our other screen here. And let's draw a fire particle. Let's see. Get my screen protecting glove on. Bring this over closer. And this is gonna be it's gonna be simple. You know, let's fill the background with black. And then, I mean, I guess we could just paint directly on it, right? Because again, you know, this is gonna be a super duper simplistic little particle, like, kind of, you know. Although, do I want to do it like that? I was thinking there's a recent way that I did it for my other game uh, where I kind of had the particles offset in the corner, and that was, good because then I also used UV distortions to, offset them and distort them and go the other way. But if I'm do that, then I'm gonna have to like make a shader right now. So I think I'll probably just we'll see if I can get away with doing a lot more of a basic fire particle here. Hopefully I can. Looks like we've got our first viewer. Hello, viewer. Let's see. I moved chat over to this screen before. I don't know. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Looks like our viewer's gone. C'est la vie. Let's go ahead and switch to the old smudge tool. Kind of, fire it up here. Fire tends to have kind of like little licks in it, right? We want some directionality, just kind of apparent in the particle itself is the thought. And we'll see how this looks. We'll do a minimum pass on it. See if we can get some cool crunchiness going on, right? Yeah. Just very light one. And we'll save that. So just fire one, save. Okay. Oh, actually, we're not ready to switch over just yet. Let's go ahead and put a gradient map on this. And I should have a decent... No, I don't have a decent gradient saved. I just have this gradient saved that I then adjust because I forget to save the adjustments. Okay, let's see. Bring some of this over because we want to actually have those black spots in here, There we go. And one of the cool things about working with a gradient map is now we can be like, hey, I kind of want to get a little bit more yellow highlights in here, right? And we can just sort of come in here and do so. There we go. So let's save that. And then let's actually grab all of this, copy it, new layer down here, paste it in. Now we have a perfect little alpha map. Now we can switch back to and maybe this will be like far enough away that it'll look okay. You might notice I'm relying on that concept a lot here. Make things that are far away to make them look better. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll make this its own thing, right? This is going to be its own prefab. So, explosion. I reckon, we can probably get away with it just being one particle system. Yeah. Explosion. So the mission shape, we need the shape to be a sphere for sure. can't be super big, but we'll have a bigger lifetime on like some smoke particles. The speed should be decently high, but also kind of like cover up the speed a little bit by making it really big. Then let's go ahead and here use alpha as transparency, apply, make a new material. It's gonna be similar to smoke, so just copy that. We need this to fire. Let's see. Emission map, fire one. I'm guessing, you know, it's like it's pretty late at this point. I think most folks are gonna be jumping in. No real time coordination required. Go. Crank that alpha up. In which case we can probably bring that back down. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Drag that onto our explosion particle system. Yeah, that looks like shit. Bring it down a little, like so. The other thing is like, you know, how much time do you really have to make something look good, right? Rotation right between two constants. 180. And I mean, really, it needs to be a burst, right? It needs to both be a burst and it needs to be much brighter. Like, not in the way that it is already bright, but in like the way of like, what the fuck is my bloom doing? You know, like that's set bloom to like 5, but we'll set the threshold to like 2. Does that work? Oh, it like got really dark. Wow. Okay. I don't really know how that happened. Now we could try to do something like a stretched billboard. Oh, that looks so fucking weird. That's awful. It's shitty. Vertical billboard. I mean, kind of what we need in a way, right? We'll just stay with billboard. We need some random like start size, right? Some of these need to be smaller. 2, we'll say. 4. I mean, arguably the whole thing should be a bit smaller. Also, like, it's emitting from way too big of a place. Oh, wait. Oh, start speed. Oops. Thought I was doing start size there. That explains why it didn't seem to change the size at all. So let's see. 5, 7, 8. And then we do need to switch it to, you know, a burst at a certain point, and it can't actually be a loop. We need to actually get away from having that there. Restart. We can turn on the loop just for testing purposes, potentially, right? So that's, you know, that's what we're gonna get out of this. I want it to feel like, what about size over lifetime? And then, like, you know, it gets bigger like that, right? We also need to, like, we need to limit the velocity at a certain point, and then we kind of need to fade it out in a good way also. So I think if we make the lifetime just slightly longer. Oh, what's going on there? Surely that's like, I mean, that just seems like they're emitting, like, in this huge little thing, but they shouldn't be. You know, like, am I crazy? There we go. So we get smaller like that. Once we add like a sub-emitter of smoke, it should start looking a bit less funky. Time, our start size needs to be bigger. Okay. Smoke. And then sub-emitters. Oh, hey. Background Forever's back. How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, it's a new link, but you know that because you're here. If it's lagging, it's gotta be me. Apparently I'm getting quite a few dropped frames. If I check my phone, well, I'm supposedly on 5G ultra wide, so I should have, you know, good speed, but oh, you can only hear some music. shouldn't be able to. Oh shit. Um, well, that shouldn't have been playing. That's my bad. Uh, sorry about the music. Okay. I guess that's gonna be copyright striked. Uh, needed to disable both of them. Um, how's that now? You can probably actually hear me again. Um, this one's got the music muted too. Okay. Yeah, that was my bad. Um, I mean, hopefully that'll improve the stream quality a bit, but who knows? Um, okay. Let's see. You say you can only hear some music though. Oh wait, you mean like in terms of audio? Because the music was probably undoubtedly drowning out my microphone. Um, the but you can hear my mic now, right? Anywho, let's see. So why isn't that actually spawning any of these? Because they're supposed to spawn like that. Hmm. I mean, I could also just like let the smoke do its own thing here too, right? Um, because I know full well it's gonna be another burst, right? Um, 0. Go to the smoke here. Multiply? How would that look? Oh, that's not good. Additive, maybe. Nope. Oh, but additive is what I totally need for the fire. That's my bad there. Okay, additive. Of course, now I'm totally going to have to also adjust the emission strength, but that does already look better. The smoke looks like shit, though. 50 or 30. 1. And try the sub emitters again. Yeah, I think that works. We'll probably want to eliminate some of our count here and turn off looping, but I don't know. Particles, basically. The weird thing is it's like it doesn't. It looks like the smoke is just going on its own, you know, when I really want it to only go with the fire. Let's see. Also, it's like a inherit like everything here except for velocity, the one thing I want it to inherit. Also, let's do depth for our sort modes. That should help a lot. We can also go ahead and, maybe disable the looping on that. Hmm. Like two. Maybe if we just increase the speed, it'll look less funky. Let's also change our start sizes, and then we can do size over. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong particle system. Smoke size over lifetime needs to get higher. It also needs to be prone to noise, and we want color over lifetime because it needs to fade out. Restart. Okay. And then what about upping that speed? That's not bad. Yeah, I feel like that's genuinely like okay. Um, Smoke needs to start a little bit bigger. Again, I wonder like how goofy that's gonna look at this point. Should be okay. Okie dokie. So, um, I think one thing we could do to make it a little bit better is just make the smoke particles kind of darker. Because, this isn't going to be, this ain't like steam, right? This is a whole bunch of very dirty, nasty things in the smoke because it's a blowing up spaceship. Um, and then let's see, stop action, destroy, and you do play on awake. And then I think for now we can probably. I am still a little worried about like it not really being a fast enough explosion, but we'll see how it goes, right? Um, just pop that under there, and then you can disable that in here. And for once, we'll remember to set that max timer smaller outside of the game. Okay. Come at me, you alien bastards. Alright. So I do need to really uh go back on some of those bloom decisions I made. Um but I think I don't know, it's all right. And of course, yeah, we are in an orthographic perspective now too. Um, so that might change the way the explosion actually looks. I think it is. Um, and I think I might end up having to, do that shader for the explosions anyways. Um, but it's okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, maybe add in like some screen shake, but I think we might have ourselves a little game here. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Mm. It's a good sign when you find yourself just wanting to explode some alien spaceships, right? Ooh, wonder if my head's been out of the frame this whole time. Interesting. I've been ducking. Let's see. Oh, I need to add light to the explosion prefab. Um, that'll be totally sick. We'll just like do something like that. Should be good. Um, try it out. Yeah, that kind of works. What about like 50 as a range? Because I'm definitely seeing it on the particles. I'm not really seeing it in other nearby spaceships. It does totally add to the explosions though, because like it sort of makes it look like there's still some fire left, even once the fire's gone, or the main fire's gone. But yeah, I definitely don't like. I don't think it's making much of an impact on the other ones. Also, that's another problem that I've needed to fix for a hot minute now. The shot spawn on the UFO got all jacked up. Um, this is when I changed the model and it when I changed the model and it changed the rotation, or when I added another model in Blender and it changed the rotation. All right. Um, do 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 do. Okay. All right. I'm getting distracted. I do think the explosion like covers up the, you know, trees really well now. Um, so it seems less like the tree just disappears, right? That said, I do still sort of I want the trails to stay with the trees, which they aren't currently because obviously the tree gets destroyed and yeah. So I think in here I'm just gonna make a whatchamacalls it. Like I could just do a little script that's like um, we'll call it unparent but follow. Or no, no, no. Let's delete that script. I think a better way to do it, because I don't need a whole nother script for that. Um, I just should reference the game object for the pine tree missile um, trail, and then I can. Oh, see game object trail. So when we hit the saucer and we trigger its death, trail dot game object dot or trail dot transform dot parent equals null. So it'll decouple itself. And then I seem to recall seeing a setting in here about like auto destruct. Yeah, okay. I think that will work how I want it to, hopefully. It says auto destruct will destroy it when there's no trail, so like if it stops moving for long enough, then the trail should stop existing. Right? Oh no. What? Oh, I forgot to reference it and it's jacking up my whole script. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's better. So now we still get our nice little satisfying trail as the although I guess now it seems more like because we should make the trail kind of start a bit in here, arguably, since a lot of the time it would seem. Hmm. Yeah, I mean that's kind of a an interesting decision because now you can kind of clearly see that the trail isn't starting at the roots, but like it does look a lot better when it collides and explodes. I think the good middle ground here is going to be to put the trail into the tree yet further even, but then we want to add a key to, oh no, make sure that it's like really small until it gets to a certain point, right? Like we basically want to make the trail not exist for the first part of its life. Does that make sense? Probably not. Well, I don't know. That doesn't look too bad though. Also, we need to check if we're just creating like a fucking trillion. Um, oh wait, what the fuck? Wait, where'd the shit? Wait, what? Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Um, yeah, does that make any sense? I feel like that's just stupid. Because really all that does is give us this like sort of like funky thing. But if you just make the whole thing like that, then arguably we'll get enough that it makes sense. Let's see. So, yeah, I think that's better. I think we get like it looks like it's coming out of the roots again, kind of. Probably not under scrutiny if you like. Oh no, no, that looks pretty good. If you pause it, it still looks like it's not clipping or coming out of like the midsection. But when we hit something like it does, it doesn't just abruptly stop like it was before. So I'd say that's good. Um, fun explosions. Explosions are good. We should probably make better projectiles for the aliens pretty soon. Oy. Let's see. Because they are obviously just cubes right now. Let's also compress this. I love me some compression. And I do sort of need to go ahead and like make that distortion shader for it too. Maybe add in a second layer of like more clear particles or less contrasty particles. I think these ones will look fine if I just make that distort shader. I'm just procrastinating it because, ooh, itchy nose. Um, I don't really like shader graph much. Okay. There's a hmm. I remember learning something about shader graph recently that was really important because it messed up my project for a while. Another thing about shader graph is like oftentimes it gets bugged and like makes it so that I have to redo or like restart Unity because it gets stuck compiling it. But whatever. Um, yeah, there was somewhere in here. Don't know where it is, but there was like something special you have to do to make it listen to things like the color over time uh thing. But yeah, whatever. Um, tiling and offset, time, multiply, float, time, mult, time. Oh, maybe I should use delta time. Bet that would be more stable. Hmm. Okay. Add, I think, is what I'm looking for. And then, let's just do something like Voronoi. Um, or mm, no. uh, how did I do this before? Think like that, right? And then we can, yeah, offset that. Um, but maybe we change that to a multiply. And then we do like 0.1. Ooh, negative 0.1. I mean, that's close enough, arguably, right? 3, 5, 10, 3, 4. 5. 5 is decent, I think. Um, we might actually want to like crank up our time multiplier. Maybe not. I don't know. It's fire, right? Let's see. Base color, emission, absolutely. And then alpha down there. Now, it's gonna have to do something else to get the emission working properly. Like I'll have to add in a multiplier or something, I think. But hopefully that should at least look reasonably good. should look better, at least, right? Um, check it out in game, buddy. Come at me, flying saucers. All right, load, please. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely like I think I want to adjust the actual image texture, but I would say they look better, I think, in terms of like they don't all look completely identical right now. Or yeah, I think. I don't know. Work to be done. There's always work to be done. Explosion, restart. So what I'm thinking is maybe, well, I can keep it going fast, but like let's maybe set that size bigger, like so that it feels more like one big full explosion. Oops. 8 and oops, 12. Let's try that. Yeah, because like now it's a bit more like a consistent clump. I think that'll be better. Let's see. All right. Yeah, like yeah, because now it's less like I don't know. It looks kind of shitty when they're apart, being honest. Uh, but I think once I think it looks better like that for sure. The like increased start size. Um, I wouldn't mind if the if the smoke maybe shone through a little bit faster. Don't know necessarily what I could do for that aside from like, you know, okay, well, I guess everything's paused. Um, making the smoke slightly bigger to start, right? Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, in some of these instances, let's say start size 15 for the smoke. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting like some smoke in front of the explosion, right? And it depends, each one is a little bit different because we have a little bit of noise in there and stuff, but also the smoke should have a very slight upward draft, really. That might be too slight. That still might be too slight. I don't know. Anyways, I mean, it's a short effect, anyways, right? Um, I think I got two of them with one shot there. That's pretty cool. I'm also wondering if maybe the explosion shouldn't contain like another thing that blows up more guys. I don't know. probably more important to work on, something like the player health and stuff at this point, or do more graphics because it's always fun to do more graphics. Um, can do what you calls it. I could start working on like the environment because boy, we sure don't have much in the way of a forest right now, right? Okay. Um, I wonder what would happen if I just left it for a while. Because I might have to go pee. I should put up a like bathroom break thing. Ugh. I guess it's kind of obvious if I'm taking a bathroom break though if I'm not on the camera, right? Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it running and I'm gonna go pee and we'll see how jacked up it gets. Um, in the meantime, let's turn off the main speaker. Um, put these back in. Got my music again. Wow, that's a lot of them. Let's let's start getting after it here. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's see, where was I? Do, please drink some water because you gotta hydrate before you dehydrate. Hmm. Let's see. Um, let's go ahead and just real quick because it's bothering me. A few of these. Which direction are we even viewing the tree at in game? Front, probably. Back. Uh, yeah, I think it's that guy right there has been bothering me, and that guy maybe. Oh yeah, there, here, um, and here, and that should totally look better. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, that got rid of those annoying ones. Okay, also within our pine tree, I think I want to just combine these two, and I'm really hoping that doesn't jack up my prefab too bad, but we'll see. Let's refresh. Yep, but we just do that, and now we should be back to normal. And now, because that's technically one mesh, um, it should instance better, right? Or am I just getting confused? Um, if I were to just go ahead and do something like graphics dot draw mesh instance, yeah, that has a sub mesh index. Um, but that's okay, maybe. Or is it? Well, I don't know. Um, hmm, maybe I'll try that out. Or maybe I'll just like I could just screenshot my pine trees or render one out in Blender real quick. Um, with some decent lighting, right? And I could just do a bunch of billboard instances to create a forest in Unity because we only see it at the one angle, right? Um, so let's make our background nicer. We'll even switch to cycles, maybe, eh? Um, mm, boy, I am getting sleepy again. Okay, so let's see. Don't really want to waste space, you know. We could try making y 800. Yeah, that's decent-ish, right? Of course, we need to make sure we don't, you know, render this with the whatchamacallits. Okay, so kind of like that. Um, tree, 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 and then first we're gonna have to tree, and then we'll tree, and then if we do a little bit of tree and tree, we can get it to tree. You feel? Um, so here in Blender, our texture is slightly different. And maybe we can hit it with like, yeah, I think that would do it. 0.55, and then like 0.8 maybe, 0.7 should get it pretty damn similar to what we've done over there. So let's just go ahead, and we don't need to render this at really high resolution. I'll just press F12 and stop it at some point. Oh, there we go. I mean, it's such a low poly thing with like no light bouncing happening, right? So pine tree billboard. Pine tree billboard.png. Save as. And then we can delete this. Or, maybe just unplug it, right? Come on. Why isn't that working? There. That way, if I ever decide I need to, do this again, it'll be fine. Over here, we want to make sure, yeah, no lights, no cameras. But it's not gonna listen. It's gonna make like a weird dummy object for the camera anyways, and it always does something like that. But there we go. We should have our pine tree billboard rendered. Beautiful. Alpha is transparency. There you go. And then I just need to well, we'll probably have to make a custom mesh for it. Maybe not. I'm actually really curious. Here, it'll just be a quad. And I mean, arguably, like, it's such a super duper simple thing. Because, like, I was going to write out a whole GPU mesh instancer thing for this. I mean, I probably should, because then I could have, like, 10,000. That would be sick. But whatever. Let's just make... Pretty soon I probably should organize our materials a little bit too. Billboard, pine tree. Here, alpha clipping, and then material. Drop it on that quad. Drop it like it's hot. Get rid of that collider. Oh, what? Crap, the wrong one, I guess. Ah, my nose. Hmm. There we go. You know, also, like, you can kind of do the same little trick you did for the thingy. Like, if it doesn't match your in-game pine tree well enough, you can always just... Okay, so looks like our screen's going to like basically 50, right? And negative 50-ish. Cool. Pine tree. And I mean, shit, we can just leave that one in too, right? So, let's see, how's everybody else doing? Let's see. Does that mean we have 2 viewers currently? I don't know. Anywho, we've got that fella in the corner there. What we want to do is create an empty for this. Free billboard instancer. There we go. Create an ad. I mean, arguably, it would be like smarter to kind of do this not in the awake method, but me. I mean, ideally, I would actually like, if I'm gonna do this, I really should figure out a way to, you know, make it a little bit more efficient. That's an interesting thought. Whatever. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember how I did this on my other project. Maybe I'll go reference my own code. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at my other code. There's no reason not to. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Okay, good. Um, yeah, we'll want to do that. Oops. We'll also want to get that in there. Actually, let's just copy and paste most of this. Okay. And we're gonna have to delete some of it, but like that's fine. Here and there. And then what was my math? That's right. So I ended up doing all that. So we can kind of just copy and paste this all. Yeah. Without really getting into the weeds a bit too much. Okay. Yeah, that should work fine. Put it in here. Then I think we probably need to do just one more of those, right? Right? Just do bool. Not that we need to do that too, kind of with the stuff we're doing. But what the hell? Sometimes my keyboard doesn't like to work. Honestly, we can kind of get rid of all of that. And we frankly don't really need to check the angle here either. Um, yeah. But we'll leave it in just because it's good functionality, right? Um, the weird thing is like, oh, okay. Gotcha. So radius 100 should also just work here. And I'm pretty sure I was just setting my angle to like 80 or something before, and that should be fine. And then it really should be as simple as graphics, draw mesh instance, mesh, 0, material, and I think we do matrices like that, right? Yeah, that's it. That's all we really need. Um, okay, cool. I mean, fingers crossed I didn't fuck that up somehow. I did, you know. Um, it's not like it's that complicated of code. I'm just sleepy. So let's just select quad, and then like I know I'm gonna have to change shit up a lot. Let's just say 800, The layer mask is ground. And we'll set this 10 above. And material needs to enable instancing. Again, begging the question, why does any material not have GPU instancing enabled by default, right? Like, come on. So where they all at, buddy? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there they are. Okay. Um. Hmm. Right. I mean, I guess let's try that maybe. Um. Hmm. Hmm. No. Real quick, let's go over here and make it so that it only does that. Come on, mouse or keyboard. I mean, what? Maybe I need new batteries. So that should clear up that error when we're in the scene mode. That is really not how that should work. Let's also just make sure. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. So that definitely jacked up some shit. I kind of like it though. Oh, you know what it is? Actually, it's not even that. It was because of way back when we changed our model. Um, so now we don't want that. I think we would do X maybe? Nope. I mean, I do kind of like the weird tumbling version. But yeah, it's not what we're going for. So to be clear, oh, that explains it. Okay, cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. Never set the plane to ground. Although, huh, that doesn't seem to have fixed it either, does it? What the fuck, mate? Did I like... How did I fuck this up? I mean, do that real quick. Could it have to do with the... Let's just do that. Also, I know for sure, like, what are you? On the y-axis, you're like 7? Okay. So, yeah, like 7 to 9, and then Your range is going to be more like, well, huh, maybe this would be a better one to put in the thing. Well, like 4 to 5 or 6, we'll say. Right. That should work. Still not really doing what we want. Let's disable the UFO spawner for now. Okay. Only thing I can think of that might make sense. There we go. And I mean, it's like largely we also probably don't really want rotations on this now too, but um so of course our rotations really aren't like that random too, but yeah, we'll go with like I don't know 5 to 5, or you know what, it's not even those ones that's the issue. We'll go with like 10 to 10, right? Like that should be more like it, I think. um, we're also gonna totally have to adjust that, but also let's just set it to 8,000 real quick. Nice, not bad. Honestly, ironically, probably too many. Okay, so that's the interesting thing. I feel like that did not listen to my whole thing a second ago. Um, Also, I really need to. Let's go ahead and I know I tried to mimic this color with my hue adjustment in Blender, but that was obviously gonna do shit. Um, and probably just made it slightly harder to actually adjust it over here in Engine. There we go. That's looking better. Okay. Oh yeah. And then let's like, because of that slight shit. Let's save that. And then yeah, okay. So it looks like I got the value right. I just didn't quite take the color down enough, I think. And we'll make these darker too, just because they're like background objects, right? But yeah, that's actually looking pretty good now, man. Hell yeah. Um, and then let's like I don't know, because that won't actually change it much of anything, right? Since it's an orthographic game. But let's see. Oh shit. That is wow. They are very underground. Um, I reckon maybe we'll go with two. Maybe 2.5. Huh. Right, because before this ended up kind of being behind the camera, right? And now it's not. Okay, let's copy this transform and close, paste, component values. But let's also like, scale it up to 30, right? Why not? Yeah, because imagine if we could kind of like get a whole ass forest back there. Um, so we need to put in a radius here, which our default value is 100. Or actually, I guess our default value is 50. Um, wait, where did I even have that? Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we would put it in there, right? I think that's the only place that makes sense. Ah, oh, okay, so that is a plus. So if I change that to be like further back. Okie dokie. So that resolves our problem of having to make a whatchamacallit, it's a ground texture. I do feel like our, you know, mega tree is feeling a lot less mega at this point, but oh, I hate that. Like, huh. Okay. Yeah, actually, like, I can just do this since it's an orthographic game. Oops. It's like if I really want to change where it is depth wise, right? I guess that does mean the shadows won't really like work on it, but yeah. I mean, you could also intentionally kind of like clear an area around it too, you know. Um Also, our shot spawn, well, arguably can be fucking anywhere now again. Um it doesn't collide with the tree. There we go. That already actually does look better. At some point we will get like a background going. Um, did I turn this on? I didn't. Let's turn on the UFO spawner. Okay, so Let's see. Um, oops. Okay. We do want to save. Make sure my phone's actually charging. There we go. Let's see. Ba-doop. The error. YouTube is not receiving. Is not what? Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't do anything about that. um, let's see. Let's check out YouTube. This is part 3, right? One watching now would just be me, but like it's all functioning, right? Started 107 minutes ago. So we're getting near 2 hours. Um, I feel less fucked up, you know. Uh, ugh, ugh. Okay. So, yeah, ultimately, I mean, shit, just put the bark texture on there, right? Why not? There you go. Now anything that like makes it through is just bark. Might be too many trees, dude. um, let's see. Like it's sick that I can render that many, right? But I don't need to render that many, do I? Okay. You know what would look nice on this is a vignette, which supposedly there already is, but there we go. I guess because like oops, didn't mean to do that. Here we go. So yeah, we're already rendering quite a few outside of what our orthographic camera can see. So I think what I really need to do, instead of using radius, x, uh, spawn distance, and z spawn distance. Um, what I'm guessing is the x spawn distance should be like 25, but I want the z spawn distance to be like 100. Um, And also, I'm actually kind of thinking maybe I want to limit that Z spawn distance near the camera. Oh shit, I pressed insert instead. So like let's say -20. I don't know how far back the camera actually is. Okay, so it's like Z50. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let's reload because, if I could have I'd love to have the trees going like all the way back, really. Um, but there's no reason to have anything outside of the frame, really, you know. So main camera, let's see. Okay, so that's not big enough. Um, so we'll do 50, and that's okay. And we'll get into that. Um, okay, that's interesting. Oh, right. Yeah, we're also basing this a bit off of where it is too, huh? So if we did like that, then it would kind of bring everything a lot closer. 10. And I mean, that's going back far now. Um, I still feel like I want to, I don't know. Oh, hey, that kind of you can kind of get that to the horizon line there. That's nice. Um, okay. Well, and I guess that really goes to show, like how not that far that's going that way now. So let's set that to 500. Wow. The problem with that is since it's orthographic, we really don't get kind of the amazing fucking scale that's going on there. They're all the same size. Which is a little fucked up. Um like we do -1 instead. I wonder if that would kind of oh no. Right, that's the reason we originally did this as we're doing it. And maybe, I not switch away from orthographic again. Um look at that. And I think that's kind of cool looking. Um hmm. Because the thing is, so many of them are overlapping that it's just really pointless in a big way. Hmm. It's kind of a good way to have like a smidge. Oh, that's why just pasting that straight over didn't quite look right, huh? I think we do really need the hog for this to work. Gonna be the only thing providing us with depth in this scene, pretty much. Okay. Had me a little worried for a second there. Um, okay, so 3. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Like, keep that saved, but also let's like, I don't know, make it an aesthetic color. Cool. And then, we just kind of need something in the background at this point, basically. The funny thing is, too, well, actually, I guess because so many of those are actually staggeringly far distances away. I do still sort of feel like, you know, the Mega Tree kind of isn't like getting the like respect it deserves. Um, because it's totally like cut off now, or blocked rather. Ooh, what the fuck? No. Okay. Hmm. So what we need to do is check if raycast or if hit dot dot compare now dot collider dot layer, huh? We'll just do a compare tag. ground. Because I really just, I don't want it spawning anywhere else, you know? Yeah, I think that kind of worked. Um, maybe. Or maybe you just got really lucky. I think you just got really lucky. Yeah, what the fuck? Those are. Did you like not recompile? Do, 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 do. Oh, I have. Wait. Does one concurrent viewer? Is that me though? Am I the viewer? Bruh. um. Oh shit, that's right. Wait, no, yeah, yeah. If it has, if it returns ground, then it should be fine. Um, what the fuck? It was working better a second ago. Okay, so I think it's like what I actually need to do is if hit collider does not equal ground, then we'll continue. Bonk. And then that should keep our loop from breaking. Um, if that is a viewer, oh, they're gone. God damn it. Like, you're gonna. Yeah, you're gonna hit a few things that are not in the fucking layer ground. Like, or in tagged with ground. That's fine. Like, just ignore them. Right? Like, it is talking about line 33, right? Yeah. What the fuck? Basically, there. So if I just make it a variable, that's like essentially saying, sometimes it might not happen, right? Because I think what's happening is that it's assuming it'll always return a hit, and that's not happening. Okay. Let's make an actual ground material so that it can just be basically black. Oops. I forgot to assign it. Hmm. Specular highlights. There we go. Because, I'd like a little bit of color on it, but it was way too bright before. Ooh, that's a great idea. Because, like, it would not be that hard to just set up a really quick shader for that. And then it would really, like, show, like, hey, these are trees that are actual sort of actual trees. um, Shader graph URP lit trees. Yeah. Okay. So, hmm, that is a good point about adding that thingy. Wait, there we go. There. I guess add would probably be better. Because that kind of like, you know. Hmm. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, who knows if this will even like show up in game at all. Especially since we are trying to ultimately target WebGL, right? Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling I needed to do like something with the actual like object, or fuck, maybe just change that to object and be fine and dandy. Who knows? I mean, if this dude is chill, right? Then it pretty much means everybody else will be, right? He's looking pretty chill. Of course, that's the kind of fucked thing. So try to kind of do that. I think might work out, right in the end. I mean, I guess we'll see on this guy if it makes it a fucking huge monster or not. It seems to have disappeared, so I guess it's probably not that fucking good. I mean, I guess we can, try it on all of them, right? But clearly it's a bad move. Okay. I mean, the thing is it's like if I could just get it to fucking be like way smaller. Like I just don't understand why it's all like, oh yeah, so you want it all fucking huge now, yeah? Um, also like I could just do something like that, right? Essentially offset that and get the nicer world position distortions, right? Maybe or not. That seems to have effectively eliminated them all. Guess I severely overestimated how much bigger that was making them. Okay. So, what was our original scale multiplier? 0 0.8, okay. 0 0.5. Damn it. It is actually kind of cool looking, I'll admit. Um, but I don't know, man. At this point, it's just like, just give me the original back. Well, also, we can kind of make that less depressing a little bit, arguably, right? Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. It's kind of nice. I feel like they stand out well against it. And then we can, kind of like adjust this color. And now it's like nighttime, right? Cool. Um, just make sure to paste that. And then change that. Now all of a sudden, we have a night game. Which means we can kind of make that darker, I think. I don't know if that'll like really funk things up or not. Nah, I think that kind of looks fine. Yeah. Sick. All right. Um, well, that's a lot of like visual work in session. Mm. Um, Probably be a good idea to add in some like explosions, sound effects. Maybe I can make some music. Bum bum bum. I could, I don't know. Can I scale out the camera without fucking shit too much? Because I mean, I kind of want it to be like, you know, that. And then we can make the mega tree more mega, right? We can put the UFO spawner higher. It's like that goes pretty high now. I think. I don't know. I guess we could re-enable that first saucer. Little height scale for that. Right. So like 80 would be good for it. Then. And it's at 94. So we'll say 85. Um that is the original pine tree billboard. Let's just make that guy uncommonly big for no reason. Okay. And then we're gonna need to extend that to like say probably like 80. How far does this guy go out? Okay. Probably like 80. And like, yeah, okay. Feel like our mega tree looks way more mega now. Oh, that's right. I don't actually have the UFO spawner on, so let's test that, see if it's actually spawning. Okay, and I feel like this is actually like a good distance. Like it was way too cramped before. Um, but like this, it's kind of like, okay, like you really do. I think we can start to have it like at this higher spawn rate, maybe even higher than this. Like, yeah, actually. And an interesting thing about this is it's like now it's actually harder too. I guess you can kind of like spam trees as a strategy to account for it being harder to aim now, right? Um, which like maybe maybe I need limited trees. Balance things. But if I'm gonna do that, then I should make it so that the explosions kill everything in a radius too. Because otherwise it's really not fair. Something you should also do, it's totally gonna be like wicked confusing for players if there's like any glowing stuff on, like, in fact, frankly, yeah, I think we should remove the emission map from that texture altogether. Um, and then over here in our destroyed UFO version, we should make the glowing parts saucer metal. So it's like you got one because there's nothing glowing anymore. That should help things a lot, I think. Um, Also, arguably, that should be less smooth because I really don't like how, frankly, like overwhelming the bloom is on those pieces as they fall. Uh, Crazy. Wonder if I shouldn't it's like now that the now that it's different, you know. I feel like the horizon line should be higher. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I think it gets fun at like this timer. I think it gets fun at, um 2 seconds as a timer. Oh shit, dude. I think, yeah, at this point, with a 1 second timer, it starts to actually get like exciting, you know? Oh shit, shit, shit. I mean, that's the thing. It's like even if you do try to just spam it, like there's kind of no guarantee you'll actually hit shit. Um, Maybe like a very, very small. Oh, uh-oh. Like a really small fucking thingy. Yeah, this is sweet, dude. I like this. Um, Something that might be worth doing. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So our UFO spawner had kind of hard coded um range in there. So 80 to 80. And like I will say I kind of was enjoying that little like cone of aliens. But, it's nice to use the whole screen, basically. Cool. This is sick. I'm feeling happy with this. It's goofy, but it's kind of cool. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, and like it's super duper simple, you know. Um, One design problem with it that people tend to not like the games I make where they can't possibly win. Oh no, they're starting to overwhelm me. But I mean, I don't know, like just make it so that it's like 10 waves is all you got to make it through, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's handling well. Mm, okay. How long has this stream been going for? Um, hmm. I could swear there was a way for me to read that in OBS somewhere. Let's see, there's synthwave radio. All right, I guess just check out over here. Also, yeah, how much time do I have left in the jam? 2 days, 6 hours, 45 minutes. Buddy boo. Let's see. We've got this going right now. Um, Started streaming 2 hours ago. Okay. So far, I mean, the pattern has been like take a break every 2 hours. And I'm kind of feeling like a break. Actually, I could probably go for some food. Food would be really nice. I'm feeling hungry in my belly. So let's see. Yeah, I think what I'll do is probably go eat. I'll stop streaming. I'm gonna record like a tiny little clip of gameplay just to share. But yeah, I'm gonna eat. I guess I should cook some rice. I have some leftover ground beef, but I should cook some rice to go with it. Ooh. Stream 3 over and out.